How's it going? It's Chaddypete here again. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to just be talking about some solds and just some of the stuff that sold over the past couple of weeks. I've done like a lot of sourcing the past couple of weeks, so I've kind of like chilled out a bit now. I've got tons of stuff to list, so I'm just kind of like coasting, just taking pictures here and there, just doing what I've got to do. To be fair, I really enjoy just listing really nice stuff that you pick up, and I think that's one of the secrets of reselling. If you pick up stuff that you really like and you know that sells really well as well, you're not working. You're just having a good time. But yeah, just going to show you some of the stuff which is my favourite. There is one at the end which was a banger. It did sell about 3 weeks ago, but I just wanted to go into it and then probably explain why it sold for so much. But I have it on my Instagram at the same time. But yeah, it was a banger sale, and yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to it. So if you're new to reselling and you're trying to figure out what to pick up, or if you've been in it for a while and you're just trying to get new ideas, then just carry on watching and this will help you out and just give you some good ideas. So up first is this Hugo Boss Kansas jeans. Now, when I pick up Hugo Boss, I'm not really the biggest fan of the t-shirts and the polo shirts anymore, just because the market for them is quite saturated. But for some reason, the jeans, the chinos, the trousers, they seem to do quite well, and they seem to sell quite quickly. And that's kind of my main thing. I like to sell things which sell for a good price and that go quick as well. So these Hugo Boss Kansas jeans, I bought them for, I believe it was like £4.50. They're just standard black, straight, regular. Obviously not everyone's into skinny jeans and slim fits and stuff. So it's just a nice regular jean, which you can just go out and do what you gotta do in it, go to the pub, whatever. But the Hugo Boss just makes it really nice and premium, and as you can see, it went for £35, and I think I had it for about 2 weeks. So yeah, I was very happy with that one. Now this was one of my purchases from a wholesale. This is a I can't even pronounce the word, Fjallraven. Yeah, Fjallraven quilted jacket. Now, I knew this was going to sell like straight away. It's just one of those kind of jackets, nice country feel to it. Just looks really nice, just easy sell. Now, I kind of put a nice premium price in it just because I knew that it would go, because they're hard to find. It's one of those brands which there's just not a lot on eBay, but there's just a lot of demand for them. So, especially this piece here, it was a large jacket, so it's going to just appeal to just the average dude really. So yeah, I had it unlisted for about £120, because I wasn't too short of obviously the price of stuff. Like some of them are sold for like 70, 80. So I thought I'd put it on a little bit higher because there wasn't that many of them. Yeah, so I took a best offer for £84, and yeah, just sold just easy. Like I like those kind of sales. They just bought it. No quibbles, nothing, just they knew what the size was, just wanted it, and that was it. So next one is these Levi's 511 chinos. Now, when it comes to Levi's, I'm not the biggest fan of just picking up 501s. Now, 501s do sell, obviously you just got to find the right ones. The ones I always pick up are things like if they're selvage or if they're like made in the US or something like that. But for normal, like run, if say if I'm in a charity shop, I see like a lot of 501s, I tend to leave them. But with 511s, I tend to kind of hold on to them and pick them up just because they're the slim fit version. So they're just like a more up-to-date style, if that makes sense. And they tend to do very well when they do go. Now, again, they like the khaki beige kind of look to them. So nice pair of like slim chino looking kind of chinos, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, they're just really nice. And just, they always tend to wait around for a little bit. So I had these for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. But then they just go for full price. Because when it comes to jeans and stuff, people are only looking for their size. And if you are looking for jeans on eBay, you will notice that there's just not that many in your size. So like my size is like 36, 30. So when I do look for 36s, it's very hard to find ones which you really want. If you want a slim fit pair of 36, waist 36, length 30 jeans, you've only got like a finite amount of items that are on eBay that you can actually look for. I'm happy to wait a little bit for these to sell, because I know when they do sell, they always sell full price. They rarely come back, obviously, if you measured them properly, because obviously they ain't gonna be able to find them again. So yeah, that was a nice sale, just went real quickly. It cost me £4.50. Now, I posted this on my story a couple of days ago. This is a Derby County football shirt. It's one of the older ones, not super old, but it is in the vintage region, 2001 to 2003, so it is kind of vintage still. So the news of him being able to stay up, I think, sold this shirt quite nicely. It's one of them where I like to hold on to it for a good price, because again, it's another thing, like people have a conversation, something happens to the team, they might either get avoid relegation in this case, or you get promoted, or you end up in the Champions League, go to the final, and people want those kind of shirts. They want the vintage ones because they want to be able to not stand out, but you just want to just feel good when you go into the football. You want to show that you know what you're talking about, you know what the good shirts are and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, someone bought this for like 50 odd quid. They're just happy with it, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Like, there's no cracking on it at all. It's just all really nice condition. I did in fact buy 2 of these when I was in the charity shop. But yeah, I always look for the vintage football shirts because they're just an easy seller. You're always going to get a buyer for them. Even if you have to take a little bit of a lower price, they always tend to be priced quite low when they are in the charity shop. So I was happy for this to go straight away. I had it on at like 70 quid, something like that. Some have gone for like 70 quid, some have gone for 90 quid. But £55 is a good round amount. I'm not going to get too greedy with it because it only cost me £3. So yeah, very chuffed with that one. So this one is another wholesale find. It just had all the right people on it. It's got Nelson Mandela on there. It's got Malcolm X. It's got Martin Luther King. Those t-shirts just tend to do well anyway. But with all of them on it, it was never going to not sell, was it? Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's one of those t-shirts, like, it's just got iconic figures on it. I just loved it. I thought, as soon as I saw it, I picked it up straight away. It's got like the Africa symbol on it and stuff. It was just going to be an easy sell. So yeah, I was happy for that, just to go for a nice price. I think it cost like, what, 5-6 quid, something like that. So yeah, so it just went for like £36. Nicely done. It's just an easy one. Now I'm back again with the chore jackets. This one in particular was an Edwin denim. And so it's got the Japanese kind of style to it. It's a bit looser, a bit more relaxed. Just a really nice. When I picked it up straight away, I thought it's such a really nice jacket. So the buyer first reached out to me when I first got it and was just asking me like a few questions. Now, when someone asks me questions about a particular product, I kind of think it's not going to happen. They don't normally pick it up because people who ask questions tend to kind of be browsing, a bit tire kickerish, all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't hoping for much, but I asked a couple of questions like, is it new? Is it this, that, the other? What colour is it? Obviously it's blue. But anyway, he sent an offer through and I thought, oh, might as well just take the offer. It didn't cost me that much, it cost like £10. So normally I don't really like to turn £10 into 50. I like to go for a bit higher, but in this case the margin is still there. So it's just a nice one I can sell and I'll get a decent profit for it. So yeah, it's just nice. It's just a nice little sell for me. Now next up is this Adidas Originals hoodie. I always seem to do really well with these hoodies. Like the ones which just big stripes down the side, like a bit of like an Adidas like logo on the hoodie and stuff like that. They always seem to sell well for me. Like for example, in this case, this sold for £60. Picked up for like what, 6 quid or something stupid like that. It actually went to America as well, so that was like £20 postage on top. So in actual fact, it went for about 80 quid. But yeah, it's really good. Like really, I don't know. There's something about them. I think it's just the Firebird kind of style, the real just nice, simple, basic looking hoodie. It's possibly because they don't sell them anymore. And they've all kind of, if you notice, like a lot of brands, they're kind of trying to be like all flashy and stuff. But it's just like a nice, standard, nice hoodie, just real bold colours, green and white, just an easy sell. Now this one I was a bit chuffed with. I picked this up about a week ago for like 3 quid. I went into one of these random independent shops. But yeah, it's just, I went in there, not a lot in there. It was like one of those where you had more furniture than anything. And I just scrolled through and the only thing I picked up was this. And I noticed that it said double RL on it. Now, double RL is like their kind of like, it's like Ralph Lauren's like really posh worker kind of Western kind of like, they've got basically all like the premium kind of categories you can think of within clothing. They do all that kind of style, so like the leather stuff, like the big Aztec clothing and all that worker kind of clothing and stuff. So when I saw this one, I thought this would be quite interesting. I picked up for 3 quid. Did a bit of research. There wasn't a lot of this sailing one in particular on eBay. So I priced it up at like, I think it was like 80 quid. And I got a offer straight away for £65. Now, I got well into hiking at one point, like during lockdown. There's nothing else to do, so I was like mooching about all over hills and everywhere. And so I got really into learning about hiking gear. In 2021 now, everyone's wearing hiking gear, even to go to posh restaurants and stuff. So I just got really into all the hiking stuff, just understanding what sells in those kind of things and just understanding like what makes a good hiking gear. And so there's certain hiking brands I always look out for, and in particular this one, mountain equipment. This stuff is so expensive because I was trying to find myself in my own gear. I realised how expensive this stuff really is. So this jacket here, I think brand new, goes about £150, £200. The quality of it, it's waterproof, it's windproof, it's basically all the stuff you need if you're on the top of a hill somewhere. So when I picked it up, I knew that it was going to sell really quickly. I think the problem with the charity shop was because there's so many different mountain brands like Mountain Essentials, Mountain Hardware, you got Mountain Equipment, you got Mountain Life, stuff like that. They find it difficult to find out which ones are worth it unless they sit there and go for every single one, checking all prices. So this was priced at like £3. And so again, if you're up to date, if you're hiking stuff, you're going to do well. So this was £3, sold for £40 within like a few days. And I was chuffed, obviously. So the Adidas Firebird, it's a classic 80s style. It's been reproduced lots of times by Adidas. So this was one made in 2005, 2006, I believe. But the colours just stood out like a sore thumb. It's just banging colours. The purple and orange. I did have a pair of these tracksuit bottoms in a medium, and they sold to someone in America for like 50 quid. So I knew that the top would do just as well. I bought it for £6 from like a Mind charity shop. Normally they price things quite high, so I was quite surprised that it was at that price. Anyway, so picked it up and listed it, and after about a week or so, someone from America again has offered me a price of what, £55. So I took it. I'm not going to mess about with that. It's just a nice jacket, isn't it? It's a nice high collar. So if you're ever out in a charity shop and you see these Adidas tracksuits, always look for the trefoil. They call it the trefoil. It's like the original Adidas logo. And look out for the high collar, and you're more than likely picking up a Firebird. So this was in my last video. Again, this is another banging sale. Obviously, you can see how quick this stuff goes. That double RL was in my last video as well. But yeah, this is a vintage Sergio Tatti. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. I got educated the other week by someone on Instagram, let me know how to pronounce it properly. So Sergio Tatti, I believe it is. Picked up for like £6.50 in the charity shop. Obviously did a video on it, listed it, and after like 5 days, someone bought it for full price. And so I was absolutely chuffed. £75. It's the original 80s ones. Really, really nice. Just a nice bold colours. Just a nice high collar again. Obviously you can see the theme. The nice high collar, tracksuit top. You're not going to go wrong, are you? Anyway, 75 quid from £6. Easy sell. Now this is one of the first things that I picked up when the shops reopened. Like normally I don't find trainers. I struggle to find trainers, but when I do find them, I'm just chuffed when I do get them. I saw these, picked up straight away. It wasn't messing about this time. Noticed they were the Air Force ones, but the LV8s. So there's different types, obviously, of Air Force ones. Obviously, it's just like your nice standard, like low top trainer, like basketball kind of trainer. But in this case, these were a bit of like a limited edition one. Want the highest price selling limited edition one. There were other ones which can go for a lot of money. But I picked it up for like, I think there was £6, 50 quid into them. Nicely done. If you look on the labels, there's normally like a code on there, so you can actually get the exact model, what you're looking for. Normally I go into Google, just type in like Nike or type in Adidas, type in the code number. Normally it's like a number dash and then 3 digits. The 3 digits normally like the style of them, and then a normal one, obviously the longer bit is like the model number of that particular shoe. Type it on Google, have a look on the images and stuff. You can find a similar one, just click on it and it'll probably tell you like the title of it, tell you the name of it and stuff. So yeah, these were just a nice easy sell. I sold these after like a few weeks. Like obviously how long's the shop's been open now? What, a month nearly? I mean just over a month or something like that. So obviously they haven't hung around for long. So yeah, nice easy sell. Enjoyed just selling them ones nicely. Now I was in the wholesale again. I found this amongst like all my other stuff. And it didn't actually have a tag on the back of it, on the inside and the back. So I was kind of wondering what it was. I felt the material, it was a pretty good material. It looked like a running top and stuff. But I noticed the symbol. And obviously I'm on Instagram. A lot of the ladies, they sell this in particular, especially the Americans. And it was a Lululemon. And I've looked into Lululemon before, and it's not just good in America, it's really good over here. People are after it hard. And it's one of them, again, they charge the prices for it. It's very expensive at retail. So I found this. I think I paid like £5 for it, maybe £6 for it. And as you can see, it went for like £45. I couldn't really sell it for much more, only because the label's missing the back, so I couldn't tell you what the actual size of it was. But again, it was super popular. As soon as I listed it, got like loads of watches straight away, and someone just bought it for full price. So again, super happy with that. It's one of those again where I'm always chuffed to bits like with finding like this kind of stuff, because I'm not really into like selling women's clothing. I'm not really good at the styles and stuff, but when I do see something like Lululemon or like something like Sweaty Betty or Icebreaker or something like that, you just know that because it's like the nice active wear, and do you know what I mean, they're just super popular. It's like a trending kind of like bit fashiony at the minute. You know, like you go get your Starbucks in your gym gear, all that kind of stuff. It's going to sell quite quickly. So yeah, had this on for about 2 weeks. Just sold straight away. So last but not least, I showed this one in one of my haul videos a while back. I picked up as a wholesale. I think it cost me individually, it cost me like £5. But it's all about the shape of them, all about the material it's made from, where it was made, everything. So these Adidas, vintage Adidas shorts, look at the price. Crazy price. £300. Yo, do you know what I mean? I was absolutely buzzing when that sold. You look here, these were made in West Germany, so obviously that country doesn't even exist anymore. And the shiny, they call it the glands, kind of shiny kind of look to him. You see my keywords, you got IB first, Sprinter, 80s, all that kind of stuff. It's just got that certain style which you just don't make anymore. It's just got all the right stuff. Not personally for me, but all the right stuff. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, the thing you have to watch out for these is the elastic can loosen over time. So you have to make sure that the elastic's really good in them, because to be fair, some people buy them as collectibles. Obviously, some people buy them from other nefarious purposes, if that makes sense. But yeah, so the elastic has to be good, or else it's not worth even selling. So these, again, the elastic was super tight. It was like, basically they were like brand new when I picked them up. And there must not be any black and white ones on there at all. I've looked again since, and you can only find like blue and white ones, yellow ones, green ones. But the black and white it must be super rare. So obviously it sold quite nicely. I bought these for £6. They went to some guy in Switzerland. He obviously paid £300 for them. He left me positive feedback with them, so I know they're not coming back. So again, this is one of them things where I always like to pick up just your nice standard stuff you can sell for like £30–40. But when you do see something like this, you have to capitalize on it. So if you do find it, stick it on a very good price, because if it's rare and people are looking for it, don't sell yourself short. You can always take a best offer, and that's what the best offers thing's for. It's to knock you back into place if you've gone a bit too far wrong. So someone could have offered me 50 quid for these. I probably wouldn't have obviously accepted it, but you know that you're going to get the best price for them. And in this case, I got the best price for them. I think it's the highest selling Adidas shorts now in the last 3 months. Now, someone could come and sell some for £600, who knows. But for the moment, I'm the king of the vintage Adidas shorts on eBay at the minute. So yeah, there's loads of stuff that sold, but those are my favourite things to talk about. Obviously, if you did enjoy this video, just like it and subscribe to my channel, because I'll be doing more videos like this. Soon, I'll do another thrifting video, but I'm just thinking about just staying in, just think about some other videos I could talk about, just make some stuff up and just have a good time. But yeah, thanks for coming again. I will be back soon, obviously next week. But yeah, thanks again for joining in, and I'll see you guys soon.